What's going on, everybody? This is Set Forth here, and tonight I am back with another college football prediction video. And this time, I know it's a Tuesday night. I was supposed to post this on Sunday. I got distracted, was busy, and so I forgot about it. But it's Tuesday, and tonight I'm going to be talking about the number 8th ranked Brigham Young or BYU Cougars going on the road to face off the number 9th Texas Tech Raiders. And this is going to be a very interesting game because it could dictate who is going to go to the playoffs or who potentially might get kicked out of the playoffs, depending on the end of the year, how these two teams will bounce back after a loss against these two matchups. So this game will be played on November 8th of 2025. This game will be played on a 12 p.m. Eastern time. Kind of sucks because I wish this game was like a 3:30 p.m. Eastern time or a night game, because afternoon games with a matchup like this, with the college football playoffs on the line, or this could be like the Big 12 championship right here in week number 11, which is crazy. So this is going to be an epic matchup. I think Texas Tech is a little banged up. BYU, I don't think has played a great team yet. So just roast me on that. If you're in the comment section, comment down below who BYU has played that's really significant. And I want to know, because it's been hard to try to watch these teams that are out west, because I am in North Carolina. So as a further ado, let's go ahead and go through the slideshow. And right off the bat, the location will be at Jones AT&T Stadium at Texas Tech Red Raiders Stadium. And there you guys have it for the location. Oops, sorry if I heard any sound with the mic. So there you guys have it for the location. Last week for week 10. Both teams kind of struggled early on. I know that BYU was down a little bit against Iowa State, but they prevailed. The Cougars came back and won, and they are 8-0 and 5-0. I think BYU was an independent before they joined the Big 12, and they've actually done a great job. The head coach for BYU has done an excellent job the last few years there, so hats off to the Cougars. They beat Iowa State 41-27. Also, I think Texas Tech did struggle a little bit. I know their backup quarterback is done for the year. I think it's Will Hammond, I believe his last name was. He actually did pretty good filling in for Bourne. So a very interesting matchup for these two teams this upcoming Saturday. And so there you guys have it. Week number 10, Texas Tech won against Kansas State, 43-20. Almost similar scores for both teams. And Texas Tech finishes 8-1 and 5-1. Hey, it'll be awesome to see these two teams in the college football playoffs, but we'll see how the rankings will be after tonight. So there you guys have for the last week. And previous meeting, these two teams have only met twice. The first time they ever met was back in 1940, and BYU or Texas Tech won the first meeting, and the previous meeting was back in I don't know why I said. I think it was 2023. My bad. It was 2023. So it's been 2 years. So it's been 2 years since the second time that these two teams have met. Now they'll meet frequently because they're both in the same conference. BYU won 27-14 back in 2023. So there you guys have it for the previous meeting. Top 3 players for both teams. We got quarterback Bear Bachmeier. That is a cool name. And also his number is 47, which is kind of odd for a quarterback, which is still pretty cool though. It's like a road to glory type of quarterback where you have like a crazy number and you're playing. Because I used to do like 22, something like that. It was just for fun. So so he went 22 completions with 35 passing attempts. He had 307 yards of passing, really, really good. 8.8 yards per throw, 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. He also Bear Bachmeier. I probably butchered that name, but he also led it with the rushing. But this is just the players by position. So Preston Rex had 6 carries, 17 yards, 2.8 yards per carry. He has 0 touchdowns. So BYU definitely needs to up their game in the running game, because Texas Tech loves to use their running backs. And so we'll see how that goes. But their wide receiving and their passing has been really great so far this year. Wide receiver Parker Kingston had 7 receptions, 133 yards of receiving, 19.0 per catch, which is pretty good, and 2 touchdowns. So he had a solid day this past Saturday against Iowa State. And now we go to top 3 players for Texas Tech. we got Baron Morton. I think I said his name wrong earlier. But hey, that's just me because I always pronounce names wrong. That's just how it goes in my prediction videos. I know a lot of people can't stand it, which I understand. I can't stand it either. I'm trying to learn. He went 21 for 32, completions, 2 attempts with 249 passing yards. Also, I think Barron has been a little banged up too. He was hurt for a little bit, and Will Hammond had to come in, and then now he's done for the year. With 7.8 average per throw, had 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. Not a bad day, but still, I still think that he could have been better. But running back Jacoby Williams, he has 17 carries, 135 yards of rushing, 7.9 per carry, had 1 touchdown. So he had a great day against Kansas State. So that's what I said earlier, that BYU could use their running game a lot more effective like Texas Tech does. A wide receiver, Caleb Douglas, he had 8 receptions, 82 yards of receiving, averaged about 10.3 per catch, and 1 touchdown. So solid day for him versus Kansas State. We got top 3 players on defense. Defensive lineman John Tamapeo. That's the best I can do. He had 4 total tackles, 3 solo. We got linebacker Jack Kelly with 7 total tackles, 6 solo, and 0.5 tackles for loss. Then we got defensive back Fatelu Satala. Had 10 total tackles, 6 solo, 1 tackles for loss, 1 interception, and 1 pick 6. So he had a great day against Iowa State. So solid day for him. And defense for BYU, they came alive in the second half, that's for sure. All right, top 3 players for defense for Texas Tech. We got defensive lineman Amir Washington with 1 total tackle, 1 solo, and 1 tackles for loss. We got linebacker John Curry, 6 total tackles, 6 solo, 1 fumble return touchdown, which is pretty epic. And we got Cole Wininski with 6 total tackles, 6 solo, 2 tackles for loss, 1 pass deflection. So a good day for some of these guys for Texas Tech. And now we go to full team stats. We got total yards on offense. So BYU, solid day for them. They averaged about 410 yards on offense, but their defense, not so great. They allowed 495 yards on defense. Passing, pretty solid for BYU with 307 passing yards. Again, the secondary for BYU, they definitely need to up their game if they want to play against Texas Tech with 311 yards allowed on the passing. Rushing, they also struggled against the running game as well. The offense, they had 103 yards on offense, mainly because of Bayer Bachmeier. And, of course, defense, they allow 184 yards on defense, which is not great to see if you want to maintain your record. Also, Texas Tech had an okay defense. This past weekend, they averaged about 436 yards on offense. They only allowed 325 yards on defense, which I guess that you can say that's kind of a normal stat line for defenses, but still, they could probably do better if they wanted to and not have these close games. Passing offense may need to up their offensive passing if they want to beat BYU this upcoming weekend. They had 249 yards of passing, and they only allowed less than 199 yards allowed defense, which is not bad. Rushing, they had a solid day for rushing with 187 yards on offense. And, of course, they allowed 126 yards, which is still not bad on defense. So there you guys have it for the full team stats. But we also have the other stats for the full team stats. First downs, BYU, solid day, 17 first downs. They were, I guess you can say, kind of efficient for third down, which is 40%, 6 for 15. They were 100% on fourth down efficiency, which is pretty cool, 3 for 3. Turnovers, they had 0 turnovers. They also forced 4 turnovers on defense, which was clutch for them this past Saturday. They had 8 penalties. Need to reduce that. They time of possession, they had 27 minutes and 50 seconds. So, so not too bad at all. And, of course, for Texas Tech, they had 18 first downs. Not bad. Third down efficiency, they were better, like 1 more better than BYU. Fourth down efficiency, not bad. They were 2 for 3 with a 66%. I don't know if that percent is accurate. Turnovers, they did have 2 turnovers on offense. They did force 5 turnovers, which is kind of crazy to see. They had 4 penalties, and possession, they had 33 minutes and 24 seconds. So there you guys have it for that. And now for my prediction, I think that I'm going to go with the safe bet here. I'm going to go with Texas Tech I think that Texas Tech may prevail over BYU because I think they're going to slow the game down. I think that with their running game, and I think that Texas Tech has a better defense than BYU, but BYU does have the passing attack for them. But I think it's going to be, my spread is going to be minus 7 points, and I think the score is going to be somewhere around 30 to 23, like a high-scoring type game, but it's kind of like a low-scoring, tie-scoring. But that. Hope you guys like this video. Comment down below if you're a Texas Tech fan. If you're a BYU fan, comment down below who's going to win this game. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. And Seth here. Hope you have a great rest of the night. More videos on the way. And see you guys next time. Peace out.